So we're going into Saturday. There's some sleeper guys out there you should pick up on the wire. So here's 5 guys heading into week 7 and the weekend here you should pick up as sleepers. And the number one guy for me right now is Jamal Williams. I'm in a few leagues and I seen him dropped. And if he's out there on your wire, you go get him. Aaron Jones, game time decision. He hurt his calf in practice. So if Williams and A.J. Dillon are out there, I'd rather have Williams, but Dillon too, a physical back rookie, 6 foot 250. This guy's a freight train, and he had a good college career. So if Williams, you go get him, and if not, you get Dillon as backup just in case. So Jamal Williams, he's going to start, I think, anyway, versus Houston. He could have a big game, Williams. We saw him do some damage out of the backfield a few weeks ago, even though I know it was the lonely Falcons on defense. But this Houston defense is one of the worst teams in the league. Also, with them, Dallas and Atlanta, the 3 worst for sure. The second guy to add, and this is the second sleeper to add, is Traequan Smith, Michael Thomas, and Emmanuel Sanders out of this game. And Drew Brees, he's going to have Smith and a bunch of rookies or undrafted guys pretty much that he's going to be throwing to. So Smith, we saw him have a blow-up game a few weeks ago. Tall, big, physical receiver in his 3rd year now in the NFL. Brees trusts him more. But in this game, I could see the Saints running the ball a lot with Kamara and Latavius Murray and also Taysom Hill. We could see him added more in packages. But if Traequan Smith's out there, he's definitely a guy you could go scoop up. And if you're in a 3-receiver league or a lot of flexes, he's not a bad option to start this week versus Carolina. Another guy you should go out there and add is Gio Bernard. We saw Joe Mixon hurt the foot last week versus the Colts. He was in and out of that game, and Bernard had a rushing touchdown at the goal line. And now Mixon, they ruled him out pretty early on Friday with the foot injury. So Gio Bernard, if he's out there somehow, you got to go out there and pick him up immediately because he's going to get the workhorse work, and he's going to get 15 to 20 touches easily versus the Browns. He's got a decent matchup. This week, the boys are really starting up. Injuries left and right at the running back position. So go out there and add Giovanni Bernard, and he won't disappoint, I think, this week. In week 7, Gabriel Davis. We just learned John Brown is out. We don't know for how long, but Davis a few weeks ago in a PPR league, he had 14 points, and he's a big target. Another good rookie receiver coming out this year. They got a great matchup versus the Jets. You're going to see Allen air it out early, and then I think Singletary and Morse will finish the game off. But Davis, if he's out there, and your desperation with buys and injuries, if you had a Michael Thomas, or if you had a Sanders, or Deshaun Jackson, whatever, you go out there and you pick up Gabriel Davis. He's probably 95% not owned in your leagues. So he's worth the risk, and he could be a pickup of the week if you can get anything else out there. So Davis, I would go out there and pick him up. He's worth a shot, and he might even be worth the start because Brown, we know's out. Beasley will play more of the slot, so Davis and Diggs will probably be the starters for the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. David Njoku, Austin Hooper, his appendix bursted, so he's going to probably be out to week 10. They say he might come back in week 8, but I don't buy it. The Browns have a bye week 9, so it makes sense for them just to sit Hooper out for 2 weeks and then get the bye. So Njoku, we've seen him show flashes over the years of athleticism and good hands in the back of the end zone as a red zone target. So if you're in a pinch this week at tight end, which many managers are, if you don't have the big 3 or 4 at the position, you go out there and get Njoku. He's in a good matchup versus the Cincinnati Bengals, and he can maybe get you a touchdown and 40 yards, which is perfect for your tight end, especially nowadays. So Njoku, he'll be the 4th guy to get. And the 5th guy, Antonio Brown, the news dropping, he's going to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, he's suspended for 2 more weeks this week and next. But hey, if you're in a good position and you could afford a bench spot on Brown, why not? I don't know if he'll have much impact till week 11 or 12, but he's definitely worth the shot. if he's been training, then he's in shape. Maybe Brady gave him the playbook to study and said, hey, I'll try to get Arians to get you by week 8 and 9. And now the time's come where Brown's eligible to play in week 9. So if he's out there, you go get him. Because this week, as the news dropped that Seattle was interested in him, many managers went to the wire and they picked him up on Wednesday morning. So his ownage is 60% owned. I could say by the end of the weekend he's 80. So if Brown's out there and you could afford the bench spot, and you don't need players, I tell you to go get Brown. But this is for more of the 4-2, 5-1 teams who are cruising right now, and they could wait on Brown to break out if he does it all by week 11 and 12 heading into